Lethargic Sloth here, and it's time to discuss Ireland. Ireland will be represented by Ryan O'Shaughnessy with the song Together. If I had to describe this song in one word, it would be betrayal. Now, whether this is an actual betrayal or a perceived betrayal, we'll get to that in the review portion of the song, but at any means, this song is about feeling either rejected, sad, or trying to deal with the emotions of a loss of a once strong love. Now, it's actually quite funny because I remember Ryan O'Shaughnessy from Britain's Got Talent. I actually watched that episode. Sometimes I tune into, uh, the British Got Talent, and I remember him singing that song No Name about the girl he had a crush on. He was in love with this girl, and so he wrote the song called No Name. Look it up if you're interested. And he wrote a song for her. And it was quite interesting. They made a big deal out of it on Britain's Got Talent, like they do on all those shows. They have to kind of hype up the emotion for the acts and everything like that. But that's kind of a cool story behind that one. So, check that out. Ryan O'Shaughnessy, No Name is the name of the song. So, okay. Before I start, I'm going to mention that Ryan's uncle, Gary O'Shaughnessy, actually represented Ireland in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2001. His song was called Without Your Love, and the song received 6 points and placed 21st. So what's good about the song Together? Ryan's voice. Ryan's voice is incredible. He has, in my opinion, one of the best male voices of the year, behind Sevak from Armenia, of course, and actually one of the better voices I've heard overall in the entire contest. It's a very finesse voice, and he has great control and understanding of his falsetto. The song is about a relatable topic, betrayal, or at least the feeling of betrayal. And the feeling you have after the loss of somebody you love, we can all identify with that. I believe most people get their hearts broken a time or two in life, so this is a topic that most of us will be able to understand and relate with. This is an easy listening song and is a great listen if you're at home or want a song to listen to while thinking. It's not a crank it up in the car kind of song, but it's very special in that in certain moods, this can be perfect for those moods. It will be very interesting to see how this is staged at the song contest. And it kind of brings a 90s vibe a little bit, I feel like. The genuineness and authenticity of the 90s. So what are some potential problems with this song? The lyrics. The lyrics are a bit of a problem, to me anyways. Maybe this is just me, but I tend to overthink everything, so bear with me as I try to explain my issue with the song. As I said, this song gives us a scenario of a couple drifting apart. The narrator notices that the partner has been staying out later than normal and smiling a lot more. And this causes the narrator to go into a feeling of betrayal and even wondering, quote, why I thought you'd never lied to me, and I thought we'd be together until we died. There is no confirmation in the song that the partner has cheated. There's no confirmation that they even broke up. The lyrics use a present tense. Quote, have you been coming home so late in the evening? Is there someone else that I should know about? Stays a smile on your face that I haven't seen since we started going on. And then the pity party kind of starts. So the song is about betrayal, or at least the feeling of being betrayed. But if that is it, I can't really feel sorry for somebody if they're in their own head, if they're not confronting their partner and asking what's wrong. Plus the line, I thought we'd be together till we died. And I'll forever wonder why is ran 9 times over and over again. It's redundant without putting the actual story behind it, all it is accusations, really. Now, if we're to suspend our beliefs, as we often do with songs and movies, and assume the narrator and their partner broke up over cheating, okay, I guess it makes plenty of sense. This is all something I point at with the aims of trying to be objective. It's a glaring, I guess, red bull in the corner of the song that I noticed that I had to point out. Also, this song doesn't really have a big moment. It is actually quite memorable due to the outstanding voice that Ryan has, as well as the structure and sound of the song. But as far as having that key special moment, it's not there. Still, I think it will resonate strongly with the audience and the jury, and that could be enough to get it to the finals. Really, this is a song that I would call a true and absolute wild card. Ryan is incredibly talented, and people would be able to connect with the emotion the songs give off. Still, it is very hard to predict how the song will do in Lisbon. So, what's my rating for the song? I'm going to give this song a 7 out of 10. I think it's very likable in the fact that it's just, as I mentioned, easy listening and a nice song to sit down and listen to. There's nothing annoying about it other than, like I said, my own personal quirks with the lyrics. It's just a nice song, and that's really the biggest compliment I can give it. It's not extraordinary, and it's not in my top by any means, but it's going to be right in the middle for me. But obviously on my scale, 5 is average, and 6 is probably in the above average, and 7 is a solid good. So, yeah, I'm gonna call it a solid good. So, I think it's one I will enjoy for the season, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it does in the competition. So, is this song a contender or a pretender? That's really hard to say, actually. I don't know how the song is going to be received. Right now, it looks like it's being received very positively, but you never know what's going to happen. We're still, nearly 2 months or less than 2 months away from Eurovision, so a lot can change between now and then. For now, I'm going to call it a pretender, only because I don't see it as being capable of winning the competition. Qualification, however, I think is up for debate. I think this can qualify, but will it? It depends how many people it touches. It depends how it affects people. I think this could be a very popular song moving forward, and it's actually one that I think would do quite nicely on the radio. So I really think it's got a chance to qualify. I'm not going to call it a definite qualifier, but this is one I'm really going to have to study before I make my final predictions because I really think this could qualify. So I really love being right when it comes to making my predictions. So this is a tricky one for me. I think this has the appeal to get through, but we'll see. We really have to see how popular it becomes as opposed to a lot of the other songs. It's going to be an interesting ride. Ireland has had a lot of problems. Ireland used to be in the 1990s, the kings and queens of Eurovision. They won a lot. They were a powerhouse, kind of like I would say Sweden is today, because Sweden's catching them, and Ireland's just having trouble qualifying, really. So 2015, Molly Sterling, Playing with Numbers. I really liked that song. I thought it was a beautiful song. I really enjoyed that one. And then the next year, 2016, Sunlight. It's okay. It wasn't good per se, but it wasn't bad and terrible. And then last year with Brendan Murray with Dying to Try, I absolutely hated when I first heard, and then I softened up a little bit on it, honestly. And still didn't like it, but tolerated it a lot more later on. Ireland, I wish you luck this year, and we'll see next year what you bring. I think this is a step in the right direction because the pieces are a little more closer together than last year. but you still got a long way to go. So good luck, Ireland. Thank you for watching my review of Ireland at Eurovision 2018. I am going to be putting out a lot of videos soon. I've got my knockout game started. I'm going to be doing the semifinal 1 and semifinal 2 knockout game, and those are going to take place over a week rather than 3 weeks like the uh, Big Five plus Portugal. Uh, there's less rounds there, so I can give it more time. With these, I don't have the luxury of time, so I'm trying to make it so the very end, the big matches, we have a lot more time. So look for those to be rapid fire. Those will be out Sunday and Monday, so the next 2 days. And yeah, subscribe, give me a like, and share if you like. Thank you for watching, and for now, Lethargic Sloth out.